MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Ian Happ, the National League's leading hitter to this point, takes his swings. Next. Kyle Gibson, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. And we'll see how he does in this one.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
First delivery to him on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Dan D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, Matty V, you know, if there's such a good thing as splitting a series, D-Row, this is the one. They lose the first 2 games of this series, win game 3.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Well, there's no strategic reason to hit the leadoff man that I can think of, so now he's aboard with no outs to start the game, and that's not how you want to get your outing underway on the mound.
Set to get his day started, Christopher Morrow, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
The next Cub up, Suzuki. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
0-1, here's the pitch. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but That at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes, as he'll take a look at ball one. That average at 291 to start the day. 26 home runs and 67 runs batted in. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now here it comes.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Sharp ground ball to third, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
So now to the plate, Rafael Ortega, scooped up to second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Adrian Sampson is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Standing in, Bryson Stott. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Suzuki is there to put it away for route number 1.
Batting second.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Alec Bohm comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Now another 1-2.
Nope.
And he fouls this one off. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out. Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
Dero, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Bryce Harper is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-0 is taken below the zone for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
That's on the outer edge. 3-1.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
The 3-1, and he lost him. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Bohm on second. Harper at first. One gone. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. The 1-1 pitch. This is line to left. Happ is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Kyle Schwarber is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. In the dirt here. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, the pitch. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
To first, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Career against Kyle Gibson. He's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping up to the plate, Nico Horner, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2, and he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses there. 1-2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Now a long throw to third.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Into the box now, Zach McKinstry. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
Inside, ball 2.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out.
Hey.
2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And now the Cubs pitcher, Adrian Sampson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. A tag for 1. Throw goes to third, but too late, and he's safe at third. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. 1-0 the count. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Hit hard to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Standing in now, Christopher Morrow. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled away. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Smokes this one into deep center field. Going back is the center fielder. Still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Bailey Falter is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Falter. Now batting.
Into the box, Suzuki. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies nothing. Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And the pitch. Ground ball right into the shift. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting seven, the center fielder.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Brandon Marsh. This is line to left. Happ is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
The second baseman, Nick Maton.
Stepping into the box, Nick Maton. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Cubs 6 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Franmil Reyes will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The next 1-2 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, Rafael Ortega. Michael Hermosillo will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Michael Hermosillo.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs and 11 RBIs. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A runner at first with no outs here. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. Set to deliver the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Here it comes, 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Comes set. Now the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. So digging in now, Nico Horner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Liner toward right center. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Michael Hermosillo stays in the ballgame, batting number 8, and takes over in center field. Into the box, Bailey Falter. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
High in the air into shallow left center. Hap comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1.
The batter, number 5.
Now at the plate, Bryson Stott. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
At the plate now, Alec Bohm, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front 6-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go as the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
1 and 2.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Adrian Sampson.
At the plate, Adrian Sampson. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Six runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. That evens it up 1-1. And the pitch. And he misses 2-1. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marsh is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Morrow. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB. I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Looked like a breaking ball there, but it missed badly. 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Six runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 6-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Liner toward right center. Hermosillo is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Again, another foul ball. Schwarber, an Ohio native. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The next 0-2. And it's fouled away. Runner at second here with one man out. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Yep, that ball went out.
Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Now batting.
So striding in, JT Realmuto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping up now, Suzuki. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The right fielder, number 27.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. To short, hit hard. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Franmil Reyes.
So coming to the plate, Franmil Reyes. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks 2nd on the team in that category. Into the box now, Michael Hermosillo, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
2 strikes.
Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. Oh, and with 2 men on third, they're going to get an out of this. A tag, and he is out at second base. And a costly decision there as it's a double play turn to retire the side. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. Most notably, he said they have to figure out a way to hit the off-speed stuff that's getting thrown their way. They've yet to get a hit on anything other than a fastball, so he said they're going to continue to see pitches dancing all over the place until they prove they can do something with it.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Hit on the ground toward the left. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman, Nick Maton.
Digging in now, Nick Maton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Hit softly on the ground to first. Throw gets him, 2 down. Gene Segura will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gene Segura.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. The average to start play at 315. 14 homers and 32 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Number 5.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Bryson Stott, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 2 out here and a runner at second. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 delivery.
Too high. Ball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Left side. He's got it. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Sam Coonrod gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So striding forward now, Nico Horner. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marsh is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, third base.
Striding in, Zach McKinstry. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him. So here now is the pitcher, Adrian Sampson, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ian Happ. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Count 1-0.
Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Now the 1-0. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Throw won't get him. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Christopher Morrow will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. From the stretch.
1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-0. Here's a high pop-up. Hoskins calls for it, and that retires the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies nothing. Ready once again, Alec Bohm. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. And there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3. Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, Reese Hoskins.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air out to center field. Hermosillo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now batting, Suzuki 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Number 27.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
The 1-1 home. Hit high and deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 22 on the year, as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
Now batting, the first base.
So now to the plate, Franmil Reyes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. One and 1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And now a pitch on the way. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Here it is on 3-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
First delivery to him on the way. Michael Hermosillo stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
The batter.
It's not exactly Fenway Park out there in left field, but a ball off the wall is not a gimme double here either. So even though he almost drove it out of the ballpark, it was well played off the carom. They got it in quickly, and he might consider himself lucky to beat that throw into second base.
Connor Brogdon enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Yan Gomes. Slow roller down the third baseline. Scooped up, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Digging in, Nico Horner. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Popped him up. Maton is calling for it. He gets there as the runner breaks for home. But in the end, he thought better of trying to score, so he remains at third.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Zach McKinstry. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a high pop-up. Bohm over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cubs 9 and the Phillies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield swung around a bit to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki is there, 2 down.
Center fielder number 16, Brandon Marsh.
So stepping in, Brandon Marsh. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies down in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Ready now, Adrian Sampson.
The pitcher, Adrian Sampson.
TJ Higgins is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 48, TJ Higgins.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Ian Happ waits on deck. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Christopher Morrow. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, inside.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. Runner goes. Pitch, strike 3 called. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Michael Rooker will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. Nelson Velasquez is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Nick Maton is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Hermosillo comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Edmundo Sosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Edmundo Sosa.
And this will be fouled away. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 2 home runs and 16 RBIs. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Struck him out.
The batter, number 5.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Bryson Stott, no hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 9-0. Number 64 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. All set to start the 9th in this one, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Suzuki.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, number 27.
First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Lined into left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Franmil Reyes. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. That's wide. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
A throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back. Now the 2-0 home. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
The center fielder, Michael Hermosillo.
At the plate, Michael Hermosillo. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this is taken in shy of the wall, but that should be plenty deep to score the run.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing called strike. 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
I got the count. 2-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So no. Now at the plate, Alec Bohm. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Braylon Marquez, the 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 61, Braylon Marquez.
Here comes the first pitch.
That's out.
Line hard to the left side, but foul. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Drilled on the ground to short, right to him. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
The right fielder. Right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. And he misses with it. 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Velasquez is there, and he has it for the out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Striding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. 1-1 to Schwarber.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting.
Phillies down to their final out now, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate.
And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adrian Sampson takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Kyle Gibson permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.